Why shouldn't I drink coffee?
Well,
Because it's hot.
because it's hot and because you're little. If you drink coffee now, you'll never grow.
When I get bigger, maybe.
Maybe when you get bigger, we can have coffee together. You're good at making coffee, right? She helps me every day make coffee. Okay, we're going to read a book by Catalina Echeverri and Alison Mitchell called Jesus and the Lion's Den. This is one of Sadie's favorite books. A true story about how Daniel points to Jesus. Did you know that the oldest stories in the Bible are a bit like puzzles? If you look very carefully, you can spot some Jesus moments. Those are moments when someone in the story is a little bit like Jesus. So this book is about the really exciting story of Daniel. But what makes it even more exciting is that you can spot Jesus moments in it too. There are lots of lines in this story, but every time you see this special line, it's a clue that there's a special Jesus moment too. Are you ready to start the story? Let's begin. We'll point every time we see a line, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any habits? Maybe you sing in the bath, or twiddle your thumbs, or stick your finger up your nose. Ugh. This is a story about Daniel and his habit. It was a great habit, but it was a habit that got him into a lot of trouble. Do you have any habits?
No.
No? Daniel knew God, the real king of everyone and everywhere. Daniel loved God very much. You have habits?
Mm-hmm.
What are they?
They're about running around and of Jesus protecting me, not reading stories, and I love reading books.
So some of your habits are you like to run around the house.
I like to.
And you like to ask Jesus to protect you.
I like playing with my sister and the toy thing. I like snuggling her. I like reading to her. I like listening to music with her.
That's a lot of great habits. Daniel loved God very much. So 3 times a day, Daniel knelt down by his window and he prayed. Prayer is talking to God. We can talk to him anywhere, anytime, and about anything. What a wonderful habit. How could that get anyone into trouble? Daniel worked for Darius. Daniel worked for Darius, the super powerful king of Babylon. Daniel was so good at his job that the king wanted him to run the whole kingdom. But the other people who worked for King Darius didn't like Daniel. They didn't like the God he prayed to, so they decided to get Daniel into trouble with the king. There was just one problem with their plan. Daniel had done nothing wrong. Nothing. But then they thought of something. They could use Daniel's habit to get him into trouble. Daniel's enemies got King Darius to make a new law. It said for 30 days no one was allowed to pray to anyone except to the king. And if anyone broke the law, they would be thrown into a den full of huge, hungry lions. I see a lion. Oh no! What would Daniel do? If he obeyed the king of Babylon, he would stay safe. But if he obeyed God, the real king of everyone and everywhere, he would keep praying. And that meant Daniel would be lion food. Safety or lion food? Which would Daniel choose? Daniel's enemies crept up to his house and looked up at his window. Daniel was praying. They caught him. The plan had worked, so they rushed back and told the king. Daniel was about to become lion food. King Darius tried and tried all day to find a way to save Daniel, but he couldn't. Even the king wasn't able to change the law. So when the sun went down, Daniel was taken to the den of huge hungry lions and thrown in. I hope your God can save you, said the king. Roar, said the lions. A big stone was rolled across the mouth of the den, and everyone went to bed. But the king couldn't sleep. He tossed and turned and tossed all night long. In the morning, he rushed back to the den. Daniel, has your God been able to save you from the lions? Asked the king. And then he listened. A voice came from the den. Yes, O king, I am not hurt. God sent his angel to shut the lions' mouths. God saved me because I had done nothing wrong. Nothing. Daniel was lifted out of the den, and there wasn't even a scratch on him. Daniel had trusted God, and God had saved him. Then, because King Darius was such an important king, he wrote to all the people in all the countries in all the world. He said, Daniel's God is the living God. He is the real king of everyone and everywhere, now and forever. He saves his people. Oops, no, it isn't the end at all. It's time to spot some Jesus moments. Look back at the pictures in the book. There were lots of lions in this story. But did you spot the special lion? He appears every time there's a Jesus moment in the story. Each Jesus moment is a moment when Daniel's a little like Jesus, the Son of God. Did you find all four? Here's what they mean. Daniel's enemies wanted to get rid of him, so they tried to get him in trouble. That's what Jesus' enemies did to him too. But in his job, Daniel had done nothing wrong. Nothing. His enemies had to invent a new way, a new law to get Daniel into trouble. In his whole life, Jesus had done nothing wrong. Right down here. Nothing. So his enemies had to tell lies about Jesus to get him in trouble. When Daniel heard about his enemies' plans, he knew he was going to be arrested and thrown to the lions. What did he do? That's right. Daniel prayed. When Jesus knew he was going to be arrested and killed on a cross, what did he do? He prayed too. Did Daniel die in the den of lions? No. The lions were very hungry and Daniel was as good as dead. But God, the real king of everyone and everywhere, brought Daniel out of the den. Did Jesus die on the cross? Yes. 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 Jesus really was dead. But then God brought his son out of death. Do you know something amazing? God promises to bring all of his son's friends out of death and into life with him too. Can God really do that? Yes, he can. He's done it before. So one day, all of Jesus' friends will live with him forever and ever. And for now, we can enjoy the same habit Daniel did. We can talk to the real king of everyone and everywhere, every day.
Dad, it's time for me to look for my noodle. I think you're sitting on it.
It's right here. Your noodle lasso is right here. All right, thank you for reading Jesus and the Lion's Den. This is a very special book to Sadie. Sadie, are you a friend of Jesus?
Yeah.
Yes, she is. All right, we hope you have a great week. God bless.